Hi everyone, my name is Ewaleifoh and I'm a Vice President with the Controllers Group at Goldman Sachs. I'm very excited today to share this video with you guys. And before we get into it, I'll give you a quick introduction of my background, and then right after I'll go into the who, what, and why of the topic that I chose, and then walk you through a couple of examples. In terms of my job story, I actually grew up in Nigeria and studied chemical engineering at the University of Lagos, but always had a strong interest in the financial markets. I actually knew at some point all of the companies listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and used to monitor their stock prices and could talk about most of them and where they were financially with my friends. Post undergrad, I came to the United States of America for a master's degree at Rutgers University, and then joined Goldman Sachs as an intern. Obviously, been at Goldman Sachs now for 10 years, and I've done a number of different functions. But in my current role, I actually manage the investment banking controllers team, and our responsibilities basically are to monitor the firm's investment banking activity, do analytics of the profitability and risk associated with those activities for the firm. We do a number of reporting across periods to the firm's senior management, as well as provide inputs to external reporting that the firm does, so annual reports and all those related reporting that we do. So the topic that I chose to discuss with you guys, the topic is investing. It's a topic that's near and dear to me. Before we get started on the topic, though, I'll caveat and say, investing is different from savings. Savings is literally you putting something away, no expectation of return. Investing is you putting something into a venture, whatever that is, and you expect a return. So investing is literally you trying to grow something. That is all forms of investing. Literally you could invest time, all right, in a relationship to grow your network. You could invest in your career by like working hard on your resume. You could invest in your academics by trying to be better at one area versus the other. Specifically today, though, we want to talk about financial investing. So I put in money into like a venture with the hopes of getting returns. With respect to investing, as I said earlier, I'm going to go through the who, what, why, and then walk through a couple of examples. In terms of the who, literally anybody can be an investor. It could be a newborn that has a college savings plan in their name, where money is being like put in to specific investment vehicles for growth towards their financial future in the form of college payment or related expenses. It could be a young professional that wants to buy a house someday, or wants to save towards a wedding. So instead of literally just saving with no growth or return, they decide to invest. Again, it could be in any venture, but they invest in grow, or if you will, multiply their savings in order to get towards their end goal. Or it could be a working professional already that is working towards their retirement, and so they're investing in their retirement savings program with the hope of retiring early or someday, whatever their target date is. Also, it could be an elderly person that is actually retired already, and wants a stable source of income. And so they invest in, again, any vehicle that provides that security of steady income. It could be an annuity, it could be even a municipal bond with a fixed rate of return. Now, that's the who. What they invest in, obviously, I mentioned a couple of it before, but the what people invest in cuts across everything. It could be in artworks, for instance. Like you buy artwork with the mindset that's like it's going to be more valuable in the future. It could be in collectibles like toys, right? That become vintage and then sell for higher values. And we've seen a couple of that on eBay recently. It could be, equity stakes in companies, Facebook, Amazon, Google, Netflix. It could be in fixed income securities of either companies or public entities like governments or municipalities. So investing could be across all of this, and even investing could be as non-standard as you putting money behind the business of a friend or a relative that in exchange for some stake in their business venture with the mindset that it's going to grow. So investing is literally you making a financial decision, a bet that something is going to grow. So what you put that in could be, again, across a wide variety of things, right? And it could even be as simple as literally putting your money in a bank account. Again, not savings, because you want to earn a reward for that, but you put it in a bank account that gives you interest. So it could be an high yield savings account, and it's called savings account, but you get some return on it. Or it could be in a certificate of deposit, that it protects the principal, but you still get returns. Or in a money market type fund or facility. So that's the what people invest in. In terms of why, so I've mentioned a couple of this earlier on. The why is really what drives your investment thesis, right? The reason why people invest differs by like their interest in and the rationale behind it, right? And it could be, again, anything from college funds in the future to retirement to having a destination wedding to building a dream home somewhere, or to just having general financial security overall. So the why, again, cuts across different arrays, but the idea of investing is to put away money in a venture for growth so that you either get wealth or you have enough to meet a future obligation, a future need. Now, I'll give more concrete examples for why investing is actually critical. Overall, the wealth gap in the US keeps growing and widening, and part of the reason is because obviously, like, most people are not able to like have supplemental income or funds to invest and then see their investment grow. And so investing overall at a very early age, and also regardless of the amount, just the mindset of investing is very, very key, right? So the power of compounding is astonishing. And so the consistency and the focus and the discipline of investing, no matter how little, small amounts, large amounts, but steadily, consistently, persistently doing it over a long period of time yields good returns. Now you have to be careful. Not everything you put your money in will yield the desired outcome. That's why in investing, one critical concept is diversification. Diversification is basically not putting your eggs in one basket. So the idea of diversification is you want to grow your invested amount, but you know that things do happen. So what you do is you spread your investment across different areas. So you could do real estate, you could do equity, you could do some fixed income, you could do some private equity if you're allowed to and you're a accredited investor, and you could do some arts or vintage cars or toys. Ultimately, investing is something that should be near and dear and core to you. So if you're a technologist and you're all about emerging technologies like virtual reality, AI, like automated driving, invest in like companies of ventures that are around your expertise, and then you'd dividends going forward, because now you're close to the industry. You are able to quickly determine like that you're comfortable with the risk that you're taking, and you likely monitor it more, right, and be able to make those decisions. Thank you again for listening to my video, and I encourage you all to invest. Take care. Bye.